Singing performance tips. No matter how much you've worked on your technique, what about your songs? Do you bore your audience or captivate them? Let's face it, some singers are boring, but you don't want to be one of them. Welcome back to another edition of Victoria's Vocal Tips. 31 years of teaching voice, 43 years of studying voice, all different styles. My students have ranged from ultra beginners all the way through advanced touring professionals, voice teachers, choral directors, and competition winners. I always give you serious vocal technique made simple and fun. Today's video involves what you do with your voice. One of my favorite parts of teaching singing. You better get your notebooks out and also follow my recommended videos because this is going to be a lot of information. A great performer does not have to have a perfect voice. You know, if people want to hear a perfect voice, they'll just listen to a CD. People see and hear the whole package. So hallelujah, this should bring you a lot of freedom. When I work with my students, it's not only on their vocal technique, but on how to bring their songs to life. And I do this with beginning singers as well as advanced professionals. Today, I'm going to give you my 4 main reasons why you may be boring your audience and how you can turn that around and captivate your audience. Big reason number 1 for boring your audience in your songs. You are too focused on yourself. Me, oh, I love me. This turns people off and all they do is see you as self-absorbed. One of the first things you can do to fix this is stop singing so much of your song with your eyes closed. That's singing to yourself in your own little world instead of allowing people to live through you in your song. That's okay on certain lines. For example, all by myself. Some people sing practically their whole songs with their eyes closed, or else if they open them, they look at the floor. I might look to the side or down briefly, but I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time down there. What about this? 'Cause I can't help falling in love with you. That doesn't mean you have to stare at the clock in the back of the room either. See and feel what you are singing about. Make sure you don't have that glassy deer in the headlights look. The eyes tell a big part of your story. Big reason number 2 for boring your audience. No storytelling with your words. You can have the most beautiful voice in the world, but if your voice sounds robotic, you're just going to turn people off. When we talk, some words are more important than others. Sometimes we stress the consonant, sometimes we stress the vowel, sometimes we stress both, and we don't think about it when we speak. Well, the same thing has to become built in when you sing. What about this? And I'm feeling good, falling in love with you. You see how I shape my words? And the same is true in classical singing too. What about this? Lasciatemi morire, let me die. Big tip, say your song as a monologue and either audio record or video record yourself, even better, and see where your natural inflections would be. And also see what your natural body language would be. I have a lot more details in my video on diction, bring your songs to life. All links will be in the description box below. Third big reason you might be boring people with your songs. No storytelling with your voice, your face, and your body language. I call that singing at people. When we speak, we hopefully speak with different vocal colors and textures and dynamics. Listen to this. Oh, that's great. I can't find my keys. I'm terribly sorry. Shouldn't it be the same when you sing? One huge advantage we have as singers is that it's all in the music. This is much different than being a straight actor in a play. You can hear where the music builds and where it pulls back, and when there's tension in the music, where the line moves. Well, you need to learn to do that with your voice. Otherwise, you're just singing the notes with a pretty voice. Phrasing is how you shape the music and how you bring your audience on a ride. What about this? Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. Or are you singing choppy when you're supposed to be smooth? What if I sang like this? Somewhere over the rainbow. That loses people. Now, in some songs, we're supposed to be a little choppy and chatty, and sometimes that's followed with a smooth line, like this. Gray skies are gonna clear up, put on a happy face. If you have trouble with smooth singing, you better watch my video on smooth legato singing. Another thing that I hear a lot in advanced singers too is dropping the energy during rests. Just because there's a rest, meaning you're not singing, that doesn't mean the music stops, and your intention should not stop either. Keep your intention going through the rest, like this. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. You see? You need to make these kind of artistic decisions in your song. Don't just start here and leave your audience in the same exact place through the whole 4-minute song. Take your audience through the arc of the song, which you do with your voice. Watch my video on how to sing with emotion, and also my big playlist on how to sing a song professionally. Now, if you're a beginning singer, you're probably saying, oh, this is too complicated. I'm just trying to sing with a nice voice. Well, that's why I say to work on easier songs in the beginning so that you can develop both your voice and your artistry. You know, technique and style work hand in hand. Fourth big reason why you may be boring your audience in your song: you sound fake. People see and hear fake right away and they tune out. If you want to captivate your audience and have them be a part of your song and message, then you need to sing with authenticity and honesty. It's supposed to sound organic, like the message is coming out of you freely. Now, yes, I said you have to plan this out in your song, but this is where the technique and the practice come in. It has to sound natural, or else it sounds fake. So if I'm working with a student and they're just singing a line, going through the notes, and it sounds planned, I say, wait a minute, that sounds phony. You need to be spontaneous. Don't just sing the notes and follow the music. A masterful performer creates the music, and that's what I call owning your song. It also sounds fake if you don't have the right style in your voice. You might be sounding fake sexy, fake happy, fake in love. Story time. I was working with one of my students today. Wonderful voice, and he was singing one of the most famous love songs, Unchained Melody, in the style of Elvis. Well, it didn't sound right because he sang it like this. Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch, blah, 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 blah. Still mine. I said, you sound angry, demanding. And what about the beautiful vibrato on some of the held notes? So we reworked the song, and now he knows how to sing a love song properly. I have a video called How to Sing a Love Song. I'm going to include all these links, and it's in that huge playlist on how to sing a song like a professional. You know, If you just pound your way through a love song without any finesse, no one's gonna buy it. If you came to me and sang like that and were trying to woo me, I'd tell you, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more. Remember, to sound authentic and honest in your singing, you must be authentic in the style. I have a video on how to sing with style. Also, make sure that you practice in what I call performance mode. So you do your exercises, your warm-ups, your targeted exercises, okay? You know how to make your song into an exercise. Then you practice your song for technique. And then when you're ready, you do need to practice in performance mode, singing the song as a full performance. Otherwise, your song will always remain an exercise. So as you see, having a nice voice is just the beginning. What you do with your voice is where the fun begins. This takes more technique, and I help you discover your different vocal choices in my audio exercise program, Victoria's Vocal Exercise Program. Tons of exercises for both technique and style. Super affordable, and I give regular classes to group members. It is now time for Victoria's Wisdom. You do not have to have a perfect singing voice to captivate your audience. Your authenticity, storytelling, and artistry will draw your audience to you. I hope you have enjoyed another edition of Victoria's Vocal Tips. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell your friends. Leave me some comments. Leave me some thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on social media and continue working on your voice, what you do with your voice, and your entire performance. And I look forward to seeing everyone again very soon.